Have you ever looked at someone you love, a parent, a grandparent, a lifelong partner, and thought, something feels different? Maybe they haven't said anything. Maybe they're still smiling, still sitting at the dinner table with you. But something has changed. They're sleeping more. They've lost weight without trying. They seem quiet, maybe even a little distant. You can't explain it exactly, but your heart feels it. Here's the truth that few people talk about. When someone we love is nearing the final stage of life, their body often starts to send quiet messages, months, sometimes even a whole year, before their time comes. But those messages, they're easy to miss. They show up as little things we think are just part of getting older. And so we brush them off. We tell ourselves, Mom's just slowing down, or Dad just needs more rest. Only later, when everything changes, do we look back and say, the signs were there, we just didn't see them. But you're here now, and that means you do want to see them. Not because you're afraid, but because you want to give your loved one the most precious gift you can. Comfort, peace, and love in their final chapter. Today we'll gently walk through some of these signs together. You may recognize a few, others might surprise you. But by understanding them now, you can make choices that bring your loved one calm, not confusion. Peace, not panic. Part 1. When weight loss isn't just aging, it's a message. We usually think of weight loss as something good. But for someone in their 70s, 80s, or 90s, sudden weight loss without trying is often a warning sign. It's not just about food or appetite. It's about the body quietly preparing for its final transition. As the body slows down, it uses less energy. Muscles get smaller. The brain may stop sending hunger signals. Favorite foods no longer taste good. Your loved one may start eating less and less. You may try to help by making their favorite meals or giving them supplements. But if their body continues to lose weight, it's not just about calories anymore. It's the body quietly saying, I'm preparing to rest. It's hard to hear. We want to fight. We want to fix it. But sometimes the most loving thing we can do is stop pushing food and start offering comfort. So if your loved one is losing weight, looking weaker, or struggling with daily tasks, don't ignore it. It's not just about a number on the scale. It's about listening to what their body is trying to say. Part 2. When tiredness doesn't go away. The deep fatigue of the final year. Everyone gets tired now and then, but this kind of fatigue is different. We're talking about a deep, ongoing tiredness, one that doesn't go away with rest, where even brushing hair or walking a few steps feels too hard. This is often a sign that the body is saving its last bit of energy just to keep going. The heart slows down. Blood moves more slowly. Muscles don't get the oxygen they need. You may notice your loved one sleeping much more, sometimes most of the day. Or they'll have short bursts of energy, then fall back into sleep. You might want to encourage them to stay active. But at this stage, too much activity can actually do more harm. What they need now is gentle support, quiet love, and time to rest without pressure. Sit with them, hold their hand, tell stories, be present. It's not about doing more, it's about being there in the way they need most. Part 3. Emotional distance and confusion. When the mind begins to drift. This is one of the hardest signs for families to witness, when your loved one starts pulling away emotionally. They may seem distant, forgetful, or confused. They may stop asking about family members. They may stare into space or forget your name. This is not because they've stopped caring. It's because their brain is changing. The brain needs oxygen and energy to stay sharp. When blood flow slows, thinking becomes harder. Conversations feel overwhelming. Noises seem too loud. Even responding to a simple question feels like a chore. Sometimes your loved one may have moments of sudden clarity. They may remember your name, laugh at an old memory, or share a story. These moments are precious, but they may not last. Be patient. Don't correct them. If they think it's 1985, that's okay. Just meet them where they are. What matters now isn't the year. It's the love they still feel, even if they can't always say it. Part 4. The immune system fades. When small illnesses become big problems, another quiet sign comes from the immune system. Maybe your loved one starts getting sick more often. They catch every cold. A small scratch doesn't heal. They need antibiotics over and over. This is the body's way of telling us it can't fight like it used to. Older bodies stop making enough white blood cells. Cuts heal more slowly. Infections hide quietly and don't always show up with a fever. Confusion, fatigue, or a loss of appetite might be the only signs. Families often miss these clues until it's too late. But when the immune system is this weak, it means the body is no longer trying to bounce back. It's trying to let go. This doesn't mean you should stop caring. It means you might shift from fighting the illness to comforting the person. Part 5. The final breaths. Changes in breathing and circulation. The last signs are often the hardest to witness, but they're also a natural part of the body's journey. Breathing becomes slower, more shallow. There may be long pauses between breaths. Sometimes a gentle gurgling sound appears in the throat. That's called the death rattle. It sounds scary, but it's not painful. It's just the body letting go. Hands and feet may become cool or change color. The skin may turn slightly blue or pale. These are signs that the heart and lungs are slowing. The body isn't in distress, it's transitioning. In these moments, your presence is the greatest gift. Sit beside them. Speak softly. Play their favorite music. Hold their hand. Even if they can't speak, they can still feel your love. Part 6. A shift in awareness. When the spirit begins to let go. As the body slows down, something else begins to shift. Something deeper than the physical. Many families notice a change in their loved one's awareness. They may begin to talk less about daily things and more about the past. They may mention seeing people who aren't physically there, like a parent who passed years ago, a sibling, or even a beloved pet. They may say things like, "Mom came to visit me last night," or, "I need to go home soon," even though they're already at home. These moments can feel confusing or even unsettling. But in many spiritual traditions, they're seen as a sign that the soul is preparing to transition. The person is gently moving between two worlds, this one and the next. Some call it a spiritual awakening. Others say it's the soul getting ready to return home. Whatever your beliefs may be, this shift in awareness is common. It's not confusion, it's transition. Your loved one may start speaking about forgiveness, peace, or saying goodbye. They may seem more calm, reflective, or emotional. This is their spirit preparing for release. What you can do: listen without correcting. Respond with love. Let them speak freely, even if they talk about people or places you don't see. These conversations are not about reality. They're about the heart and soul. They are important and often comforting to the person experiencing them. Part 7. Saying goodbye in their own way. The emotional closure before death. As the end nears, many people, whether they can speak clearly or not, try to find emotional closure. They may apologize for past mistakes, express love or gratitude, ask to see certain family members, give away special belongings, say something that sounds like a final message. Even if they seem too weak to talk much, they may use their eyes, their hand squeezes, or short phrases to let you know they're ready to say goodbye. These moments are precious, but they can also bring up deep emotions for the family: sadness, guilt, fear, or even anger. Some people pass away after having one last meaningful conversation. Others wait until their loved one leaves the room, passing quietly and alone. There is no one right way. Each goodbye is deeply personal. What you can do: let go of the need to make it perfect. Say what's in your heart. I love you. Thank you. You can rest now. Give them space if they need it. Some people pass peacefully when they're alone, as if they're trying to protect their family from more pain. These last conversations, or even silent goodbyes, can bring healing for both of you. Don't wait. If you have something to say, now is the time. Part 8. Letting go of earthly things. When they stop worrying about the world around them. One of the signs that someone is nearing the end of life is when they begin to lose interest in the world around them. They may stop watching their favorite shows. They may not ask about bills, news, or daily routines. They might no longer care about what clothes they wear or what day it is. This isn't depression or confusion. It's a natural part of the transition. The person is letting go of the earthly things that once mattered and turning inward. It's as if their heart and mind are preparing for something bigger, something beyond this life. This is also the stage when many people find surprising peace. They may stop fighting. They may become quiet, still, and serene. Some even smile, hum, or whisper soft words. It's not sadness, it's acceptance. For families, this stage can feel strange. You may feel helpless, like there's nothing left to do. But your presence still matters more than anything. What you can do: sit beside them without speaking. Gently hold their hand. Play calming music. Light a candle if it brings comfort. Let the room be peaceful and quiet. In this final stage, it's not about doing. It's about being. Would you like me to continue with the final reflections and how to support yourself emotionally after the goodbye? Final words: a peaceful goodbye. Saying goodbye is never easy, but it doesn't have to be filled with fear.